Children, time to wake up. Zita, Zeta, Zilla. Come. Time to wake up. My goodness, they've been sleeping for so long. It is time for my little darlings to wake up while I start getting food ready. Yes, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Leah. Welcome to Leah's Kitchen. Come and join me, won't you, this morning? Thank you. I'm so glad you could come. It's so nice to have friends. I love entertaining, but it's so important to prepare for your family too on a daily basis. It can't be all pomp and circumstances and fun every day. It just can't be that way. Oh, this is for the new wool that I am wearing. Yes, sometimes it gets a little itchy. It's good to have one of these in hand. A little scratch here, a little scratch there. Yeah, it takes care of it rather nicely. But let me start off by saying welcome. Welcome. I've only been married 10 years. That's right. You may have heard about my marriage. It was a very famous, popular one. In fact, we had Jesus come and his mother and his disciples, and well, they actually pulled together and bought us such a beautiful gift. I was told it was a spoon holder. Yes, that is for the spoon that I will be using today as I go through my daily routine of showing you how to cook a famous soup that I make. Now, having said that, every day my husband Zach comes in, leans over my shoulders and says, "Are we having lentils again?" Don't get me wrong, I love cooking, but it's hard to come up with something new all the time. I've tried lentil bread, lentil pie, lentils with lentils, but today I have a special surprise for him. But you know what? When he does that, I tell him, "Zach, you go mind your own sheep while I mind my kitchen." Well, that's my fun way of saying, "You go mind your own business while I take care of the house." But you know what? I can't complain. He's such a good man. My goodness, we've only been married 10 years and already we have 13 children. Yes, you heard me right. Let me do the math for you because I know it's already going over in your head. How can that be? First, we had twins. Then we had a set of triplets. Then the rest came one by one. Okay, that's how it happened. If you really must know, I just did the math for you. But here's the other thing. Not once has he complained about all the dowries we're going to have to come up. Sorry, he is going to have to come up with. I had the children. He can come up with the dowries. Yes, fair is fair. Yes. You see, we only have daughters. 13 daughters. Yes, God has been good. He is blessed. Yes. Oh, this wool is getting so hot. Yeah, that's okay. It gets scratchy and hot, but that's okay. That's another reason for the spoon. Now, let me get back to the soup. So, as I was saying, 13 daughters. So my mother, she came by the other day and she said, be blessed. And I said, I am blessed. She said, but you, within 10 years, have had 13 children. There are women from long ago, some in your own family, that couldn't give birth. They were barren. But God finally gave them a son. And I said, well, that's okay. I'm happy with daughters. I think 13 is enough. I'm good with daughters. Lots of son-in-laws, good for me. But I'm not kidding. She gave me a list as long as my arm. I joke not with you. It was a list as long as my arm. Now, granted, she writes really big. But anyways, she did it on both sides as a reminder that no matter what, these were answered prayers to women. So we were talking about children, and I thought, well, I don't have a problem, obviously. But, there are women and men that have barren places in their lives, in their souls, in their hopes, in their dreams. Maybe they don't even know that there is something there that could give life in their life. And I said, Mom, do you think that God can bring about great things in the barren places of life? She said yes. So I said yes. And this is the good news that is coming out of barren places. Now let me get to the soup. So it's always important to get a good pot as opposed to a bad pot, okay? What I like to do, I like to make it a little special today for Zach, my husband. He has been out working hard, and when he comes home, I like to take care of him. So what I do is I dust off his feet from being out with the sheep. Yeah, I dust it, just like that. And then I get my favorite towel to make him know he's special to me still after all these years, and a jug of water. And I say, there you go, darling. There's a basin down at the end of the hall, and let me know when you're done. That's how we do it now, after 10 years, right? Yeah. Don't tell me I'm the only one now. Come on. Now, I got my favorite spoon, but you have to have more spoons than just your favorite spoon, okay? Because you never know how many spoons you're going to need when making soup. So, did I tell you about my daughters? Oh, the one, she is so good. She's already into woodworking. She carved this for me, L for Leah. I put it someplace nice, yeah? There we go. Just another beautiful object that God has provided me with. Now the soup. It is so important. You take the lentils. Yes, we're having lentils again, Zach. Only this time it's going to be lentil surprise. You're not going to really know it's lentils. So I take lentils, I put it in my bowl, and I crush. Because this way he won't see them. So I crush. Okay, that's good. Yeah, good enough. They'll melt down a little. And I always heard it's good to put something fresh in soup. So this looks fresh to me. Yeah, it's still growing. It was half the size yesterday. So I know it's still fresh. Very lovely. Then they say, oh, that smells lovely. Then I could make perfume out of that. Mm-hmm. Then they say to put something that has been dried for a while. This green thing, I've been drying for a while. Okay, so that goes in too. So something fresh and something dried. Then it's always good to put a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. Yeah, you don't want too much there. No, that is good. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Now, here's the secret. A friend of ours has been traveling back and forth now. The Romans and Italy, and the world is getting smaller. He brings back a garlic, he calls it. I put that in too. And that apparently is going to be the surprise. That is going to be the new flavor. So Zach won't think he's having lentils again. But of course, I can't forget the matzo balls. 1, 2, a few little ones, because you don't want to have too many big ones in there. Takes up too much from the pot. And I cook it and I stir it. Yeah. Now, we're going to taste. We're going to taste and see. I don't think there's enough of that garlic in there, but that's okay. I don't think he's going to taste the lentils, that's for sure. And then, of course, I bake bread, okay? Now, if you're watching your weight, just have half a loaf of bread. That's all you need to bake. And then, you bless it in the name of the Lord, and it all tastes good at the end of the day. Don't forget to pray over your food. And I just want to say that Zach, he forgot his walking stick that I especially bought him on our wedding. But, that's okay. When he comes home, he'll see it sitting there, a little reminder of my love for him before he goes to wash his feet. Anyways, I hope that you have had a wonderful time in Lee's kitchen today. And remember, I am so excited because out of barren places, great things do come and are coming. Stay tuned.